lost. Therefore, it is compulsory that these Teres and Svarim Akdashim should become lost. In order to make this Rachkina leave. This Rachkina is the Mashiach who rests on the Panim of Torah. And there was Svarim Kanal and these Svarim. So Mela, when these Svarim are burned or lost, and Mela is like a Rachkina Shirach Hashem Mashiach, Shadal Svarim Kanal. Mela, once these Svarim are lost, the Rachkina Mashiach, which rests on the Svarim, is also lost, also the Stalik. This is the side of the Gemara says, Shemi Shenichta B'Kedusha Yimachet. My name, Hashem says, which is written in Kedusha, should be erased. Let my name be erased. These Mayim Hamiyodim. Can't say if it will B'china Shem Hashem, B'china Shemi Shenichta B'Kedusha Kanal. Because the Sefer is Shem Hashem. So the Gemara is Shem. Shemi Shenichta B'Kedusha. The Omna Taita and Taita says, Yimachet V'Yoved. Let the Shem Hashem be erased. Chaz Hashem, K'nei V'Hatl Sholem B'Nish Yishta. In order to bring about shalom between husband and wife, and the Kodesh Hanah between this Zug that is Metusha, Shemishmila Shalom Shemenehem, the Mochav and the Avodim, Asforim, Shehem, the China, Shemishata, Metusha Canal. Of course, in the shalom between them, they are already erased and lost, these Sforim, which are the China, the Shemishata, Metusha. So Melatayah says, let my name be erased. Meaning that in this Maimon Yodin, the name is, they put the name of Shem Hashem inside, and this name is erased, and then when it is erased, it is proven that she is innocent. The male brings about Shalom Bayis between husband and wife, because then she has children, yet they're blessed. And this Shem Hashem means actually these Sforim. Let these Sforim of this Anikim be erased, let them be lost. When they be lost, it means that the Rachkina will also be lost. The Rachkina will be lost, and male to bring about Shalom Bayis between Ish and Yishtay. Yes, Naisin Kavachema Lamala. Then the Gemara says that there's the Kavachema. Kavachema is brought. Mashani Shinachta Bigdusha, she was Svarim Akdashim. No. My name, which is written Bigdusha, Hashem says, which means these Svarim Kadashim. Omer Taili Yamacham Shvila Hatim Shalom Bayis. Taylor says, let this be erased. Let these Svarim be lost in order to bring about Shalom by this Vegakosha. Sifrei Haminim Shehem Atilan Sina V'Sachros Ben Yisrael. The Sifrei Kursim which bring about Sina, hatred, and evil among the Jews, Chaz Hashem. Alachas Kamal V'Kamashi Yimochu V'Yovdu V'Yekru V'Olam. Certainly they should be erased and lost and torn out from existence from this world. Shemach V'Yoker Zechem the Zecha should be completely wiped out of this world. So the Melech Kavachema, if Shmi Shnech Medusha is erased, then certainly Sifrei Haminim. Svarim was thinking lost, and certainly the Sifrei Aminim. Didn't say they have Svarim Akdashim, but Taiva should have them, and they caught him Sifrei Aminim. Because of the loss of these Svarim Akdashim, the great thing that comes that the Sifrei Aminim also are lost and wiped out. And then they're able to come close to Hashem, because once Sifrei Aminim are wiped out, there's no trace of them, and it's easy and simple to come close to Hashem. Obey. Baruch Hashem. He was very happy about all the good that happened to the Jews. And his body became like razor blades. It cut through him. Menachem says, because all happiness is only temporary. For example, simcha shel chasana, a bris, the happiness of a chasana, a wedding, or a bris, a simcha like the shaika. The simcha is only during the time of the chasana or the bris. If he looked further ahead, he would find that there is no simcha to this. Because the end of the person, even that is the person who's a part of the chasana or the bris, the end will be that he will die. So how can you be happy about it? Look ahead and you find that there is only misa coming to him. If you look way in to the very end, to the tachlis, he should be very happy. Safe called safe, because the end of all that is the end of our tachlis, the final goal, is very good. This fact that it's very good is only for the part of the neshama. The part of the neshama, death, is very good. The Gemara says, Taiv mi'oid, Hashem's a taiv mi'oid. Mi'oid, the Gemara says there is Malcham Avis, which is very good in the end for the Neshama. Kiu taiv mi'oid, because the Misa itself is very good. Shal Yodei Boil Tachlis HaTaiv. Because going through Misa, a person reaches the very good Tachlis. Tachlis HaGenedim, Kavelam Hamba. Achli Shud Tzadik Fiat Filu Gufay Noki Kodesh mi'oid. But the one who is a tzadik, and even his body is also pure and holy, kept his goof very holy, azay yochel is smoyach gam im gufay. Then he can be happy not only with his mitzvah, his shalom, but even with his body too. Afilu im istakel al asleif. Even if he looks way ahead to the end, he can be happy with his goof. Me'achash gam gufay Torah v'kodesh. Since his goof is also Torah v'kodesh. Meshikosav v'lekim b'tachti mayasa bosali. B'tochen Hashem, what can my goof do harm to thee? Shabosa dainu aguf. Eina yachavas leishum hedek. The bosa, the goof, cannot do any hedek, any harm. Meshikosav v'atisori yishkem avetach. Even my goof too will rest securely. Shatzadik batuach shagam mahaguf ihi yatay miyayin. Tzadik is certain that even for his body they'll also be very good. And the Yosef Lova, even his body will also have good. Yalken yochel is smoyach gam im gufay. Therefore he can be happy even with his body. I feel like shemistakel al asleif. Even when he looks way ahead to the end. This is only a case of a tzaddik. Avo mi she'en gufay kodesh kol kach. But when his body is not so holy, the frat ged, especially a ged, she'afa pishin ishmosa gavayam yoy. Even though the neshama is very high, and therefore he became a Jew. Afa became still gufay noitza mitipa tmeya. Still his body was created from a tummy tip of a goy. This cannot be changed. He cannot change his body to make it pure. A person whose body is not so holy, especially a ged, he cannot be happy about his body when he looks at the tachlis. Yisrael was happy al kol ha-teva. Even when he looked way ahead of this good, this happiness, now he looked ahead, he was still happy. Looking ahead, further ahead of this teva that was happening now, even though he looked way ahead of this teva, looking forward, still he was happy, despite the fact that Sefer the Lomus, he was happy. Even goes at the end, after the Misa, still very good. But Besorei Daikid, I know how goof, his goof suffered. Since he was a ged, there was no simcha for him with his body when he looked at the end. His bossa, his goof became chidud nechidud, because his simcha was only if there was neshama. Baruch Hashem. Yisrael was very happy over all the good that happened to the Jews. Arizal says, Ki etzel stam b'nei adam, by the average person, ein ha-simcha shel kol ha-tevis b'yachad. So the simcha of all the good that is occurring does not come together. He doesn't feel the simcha of all the good at one time. Ki yesh chilukim v'adam b'inyan ha-simcha. So there are many differences in inyan ha-simcha. Moshe, for example, when they come to a chasana, yesh mishe someach min ha'achila she'echel dogan l'bosav k'yetze. One person is happy because of the food. He eats fish and meat, other good delicacies. Yesh echad she'someach min ha'kli zemet. Another person is happy because he enjoys the music. Yesh she'someach min d'vodim achedim k'yetze b'hem. Others enjoy different things. Yesh she'someach min ha'chasana bi'atzmo. One is happy with the chasna itself. The members of the wedding party, she'ena mashkichim al-achila ushtiya. They don't care about the eating and drinking and smechim and chasna atzmo. They're happy about the chasna itself, the fact that there is chasna took place. But yet, other differences in the simchas. There's no person who is happy about all these simchas together. Even if a person is happy about everything, the chassan itself, and the food, and the klezim, and everything else, the simcha of all things doesn't come together into one single simcha. Like we call echad b'fnei atzmei b'zeh chazeh. He enjoys each item individually, one after the other. There can be a case of a person who has no simcha at all. Neither from the food and drinking, None of the other things, the contrary, yesh like kina b'tzah, he has jealousy and he hurts him. He's jealous over the shidduch. This person is marrying this one. The main completion, the greatness of simcha is a person who is zecher to be happy with all these tevas together as one. This is impossible unless a person looks above all this good. Above meaning on the origin, the shadish, the mocha, the simcha, should be shown them shochem kol ha-tevas. From there come all these tevas. And there the shadish, the mocha, all is one. Because they all originate from this one mocha. Then the simcha from all these tevas together. Then the simcha is very great. The simcha shines out with a very powerful light. Because of the kolius, this general mocha, where one simcha is nichal and the other nigdal b'yesa and a simcha. So the light of the simcha is much greater. All the more simchas that are included in the nichal, one and the other, the light of the simcha becomes much more increased. So light becomes greater and increased with the fact that one simcha shines into the other one. They become one. They're nichal, one and the other. The more simchas that there are combined to form into one, the greater the light of the simchas. Therefore, the simcha of all these tevas are combined together. And the simcha is very great. There's greatness niceness of one simcha to the next and the other to the other one, and one back, this complete encircling and interweaving of all these simchas together. Now this is Pshat Yichad Yisvei Al Kol HaTeva Shayisamech Mikol HaTevas B'Yachad. He was happy on all tevas together as one. Now Al Kol HaTeva Ki Hayi Mistakel Amala Al Kol HaTeva. He looked above these tevas, above them to be Shadish. I know Al Shadish is Shom HaKol Echad. The Shadish are all as one. Shom Nechlol and Kol HaSimchas Yachad. They all the simchas are combined into one. Yakanei Samech Al Kol HaTevas B'Yachad. He was happy on all the tevas together. So it says Al Kol HaTeva. Baruch Hashem. Likutey Moharan Tanina Taida Lamed Hey. Arizal says, Lemdei Taida Zoi Lohem Leida Asidus. Those who learn Taida, that means they learn it with depth, with the Iyun, the Emek, the Kedusha, that is fit that they should know the future. They should be able to foretell the future through the learning of Taida. Zeshekasa Kedem Yodati, Shani Yodea Mikadem Mashgiya. David Melech said, Kedem Yodati is, I know, Kedem, before it happens, I know what's going to happen. It means I know the Asidus. Mehechen, how can I tell us Asidus is future? It is Sachat. It is called Endus. The Taida, because I learned Taida, therefore I can tell the Asidus, this future. Well, we can say that the Pshat is that the Gemara says that the Adam Arishan was Nene from the Shel Sheshis Nebeneshis. With this way, he was able to look from one end of the world to the next. Seif Elam can mean the length and the width, one end of the world to the next. It also can mean from the beginning to the end. I mean, in other words, to the future. You can see ahead to the future with this great light. And as Vedic Kodesh says, that Hashem saw that the world was not fit to receive this great light. The Adam came as and he saw that the world wasn't fit for it, so he hid it for tzadikim lignas, go to tzadikim l'osad loving. Tzadikim should have this l'osad loving. Where did he hide this Torah? Where did he hide this light? He hid the light in the Torah. Es ha'or begimatria taryak. Begimatria bat Torah. Taryak, this light which is hidden in the Torah, is the Torah mitzvahs which are found in the Torah. So a person who learns the Torah, he learns these Taryag mitzvahs of the Torah, he can see, he learns it deeply, he can find this great light that's found that was hidden in the Torah. With this great light, he's able to see Misah on later, he's able to see ahead to the future. So that's what Arizal says, that a person who learns the Torah should know the future because he finds this great light, and with this light he can see Misah on Latzvei. Consider that may be Pshat. Baruch Hashem. Likutey Maran Tanina Teidah Lamed Vav. Menachem says, Tekiv Shenat, the Sefer, immediately as soon as the Sefer is made, Menachem Hagavayah and the floor is made. The Sefer Kodesh is made from very, very high Teidahs, the tzadik emes. Me'achas Shenasa Mehem Sefer, as soon as from these Teidahs there is made the Sefer, Yesh Aleihem Chipuyim V'Hastoros, and immediately there is placed upon them covers and things that hide them, Shenechtav and Nistar Oidam Atzachya Nifla. The great, clear, marvelous light is covered and hidden as soon as the Sefer is made. The pages of the binding, they are the covers that hide the great light of the Titus of the Sefer. So my father Shalom once said about this, the Pshat means simply that every Sefer has a cover over it. If, let's say, if there'd be no cover of Klicha, if the Sefer was made where you could see the Sefer immediately without the cover, just by taking one look at it, the person would become enthralled by what he sees. He would see the beauty of the words of the Torah that's found in there. He'd be drawn to it and he would read it. Because of this chipui, this covering of the kricha, of the binding, the Sitra Achra has such power that he gives a person this atzmos, this laziness, that he doesn't want to open up this cover to look at it. Because of the simple cover of kricha that's upon the Sefer, a person doesn't get to open the kricha, the binding. The male, this great light that is found in the Sefer is hidden from him. So that's what Menachem says here, that the Titus, Hagavayas, and the Flois, this great light of these Titus, as soon as they're placed into a Sefer, then they become hidden. Before they're placed into a Sefer, you can see them openly, the earth shines out from them. As soon as the Sefer is made for them, then right away this light becomes hidden, because you have the daf of the Klicha that covers it. But the male, it's hard for a person to bring himself to simply open up this cover. It's a very small maniyah, and yet this is a chipui enough of hastorah, and a chipui that covers the great light of the Sefer. Which of course teaches us that a person should have the Islam is to go to learn and break through these simple maniyas, which are actually nothing. You go to learn the Torah and see the itis and the flies that are found there. Baruch Hashem. Likutey Maran Tanina Torah Lamed Zayin. Arizal brings a posek in Sim Yodcha Hashem and Sim Echalad Chelkom Achayim. My shot is that I would like to have Nim Sim Yodcha Hashem. I would like to be from those who died through your hand, Hashem. Nim Sim Echalad, those who died from Zikna, from old age. I need the tzadik Echad Epalecha. Come before you with tzadik. Menachem says Haklal Sheikir Atachlas Surak Labed V'Leil Hadaki Hashem L'Shmoy Yispora. Take the Tachlas to go and Terech Hashem. The sake of Hashem can Liskos Lehakir Oisi Yispora. To recognize Hashem, to know, to understand the existence of Hashem. Is the main tachlis. There with the tzoni is what of Hashem. The will of Hashem is we should recognize Hashem. We should recognize the existence of Hashem. It means the ashkofa of Hashem is the echad miyuchad, and he's mashkiach of the whole world. Everything is shach pratis. The ein roi the adam sheid like kavana acheres or dosi is what of. A person should not have any other kavana than Hashem. Kim malas the tzoni is what of. Shom avanasa the tzoni. Only to fulfill the will of Hashem, he said, and we shall fulfill whatever his will is. The person who works the whole life, he pursues, he runs after the times of this world, to fill his stomach, to fill himself, the times of this world. The person who works a whole lifetime, striving to be zecher to Elohim, the Gan Eden. This is also called filling his stomach. He wants to fill his stomach and his tivus with Elam Haba. Both Chelkom B'Chayim and Sefuncha, both are Tamali Bitnam and Mili Betten to fill his stomach. Chelkom B'Chayim and Sefuncha, Hain. Hain Oisan Shabbat Chelkom B'Chayim. Zayin Elam is Tavosam B'Chayim Chiyusam Elam Hazeh. Both those who choose their lot in this life to fill their tivus in their life of Elam Hazeh. And both also those who choose the wonderful life that's stored away in the future, hidden in Elam Haba, they would spuncha. They choose that good that is hidden in Elam Haba. Both they want to fulfill their desire. These two types, these two groups, both those who choose Elam Hazeh, those who work for the sake of Habla, Shein Bechinas Chelkom B'Chayim Utzvoncha Kanal, Shneim Bechinas Tamali Bitnam, Both are Bechina Tzmali. Bitten Shvetz and Mali is Bitno Tavasam Zer L'Hazer L'Haba. They both want to fill their stomachs with desires with this one, with L'Hazer L'Haba. The actual difference is, the one who chooses Elam Haba, he works at the second Haba, he's a bigger Chacham because naturally he chooses a world that remains, it's eternal. If he despises this world, which is only a passing thing in which comes to an end. Again, the emes is certainly true. It is certainly true that the Vadai Tev Yisrael, how did they value the Hashem Afilu and Mavid Dushil and Haba? It's better certain to serve Hashem even if it's only for the sake of Haba. But still, Achapi Gamze Nikira Bechinas Mili Betten Kanal. Even though he's a wise person, he's striving for a world that's nitzchius, that's eternal, still it's called Mili Betten. He's fulfilling his own titles. Zehu Yispi Ubonim, Zehu Yispi Ubonim, Shas Sviyah Shalahem Ubonim. Their satiation, they're being filled, they're filling themselves with the Bechina of Bonim. Kedera Chaylim, like the nature of the world, Shekol Avodas Hashem Hu Kedesh Lahashi Yerusha L'Bonim. The whole work in this life is to leave all the Yerusha for their children. One who is not an Ish Kodesh, he runs out of Taivas. He leaves over his money for his children, who can it's as though he smears himself with filth. Like here, he takes different filth to cover this filth. It's true that Mummy, the Kedusha is very high. Many bechinas, very high, holy bechinas, and money can because the money comes in the same shidduch as the nefesh. But the money at Taivas Elam Hazeh doesn't waste. That's waste material. It's the waste matter that comes out of a person. This money is what's left over, the waste after he has filled himself with the Taivas Elam Hazeh. The part he could use for himself he's spent. The rest of the money is the waste matter which he can't spend for himself anymore. The waste after all is Taivas of fulfilled, that's the money that he relieves after him. Also the children that are not born B'Kedusha are also in your waste. Because these children come also from the Tipa Zera, but that's the waste, the evil, the filthy part of the Tipa that goes to the Mayach, and the waste matter that comes out. When we say that the Tipa of Sicha, filth Tipa that comes to the Mayach, that's the waste part. When we say is Haru Habonim, and this Tipa created the children that are the Moses. The children are called waste too. That's Tipa Slucha. You say that a person got Tipa Slucha from a spoiled, filthy Tipa, he's often mamish, one that actually has a bad odor. Therefore children are called Eilim, the Eilim Biankim, means children, they're called Eilim, Lashon Tina, Fidina, filth too. The Eilim, Pedish, Rashi, Tina, Fidifla, the canal. This Eilim also, Rashi called it Taitis, Tina, means filth. Misha Mini Aharon Ke'elu, Ginayi, Bizoyin, one of these other children of this kind, they come from this Moshe Samaya, because it's a shame and a disgrace. Can't Bechinas Moshe Tina, because these children also Bechinas Moshe waste and filth. Alkein Huritza Lachasais Eison. Therefore, he wants to cover these children which are Moses, which is filth. He wants to cover them, Liyapai says to beautify them. Now, money should Gamki Moses Gomor. But the money which is also a complete waste, Shinishar Acha call Taivas Canal, money that's left over after all this Taivas also Moses. He wants to cover these children with this money, with giving them a Yerusha this money. The Yerusha Shemashi Lahem Acha Moses. This is the Yerusha is after his death and Tishmachat Tina. He covers with filth on these filthy children. There used to be Ubonim, Shasriya Shalayim Ubonim. Shadashbilam Haim Mval Yameim. The sake of these children, he wastes his whole lifetime. Leave over their remainders, their children, meaning leave over their masters for El which is also Tina. And Yerusha, they lose them all the children is also the China of which they wasted time. But Mel says, and now I don't choose any of these two kitas, these two types, these groups. This case, only to see the pleasantness, pleasure of Hashem. For the sake of Hashem, I serve Hashem. זהו אני בצדק אחזה פולך שדוד המלך עליו השלום אומר שבוכר לא ידעק לסקס בצדוקי שמוי לחסס פני השם ולהכיר הבדי יסבורך. But Melachim said, I don't want to be any one of these two groups, neither the kind that works in Elam Hazeh for the sake of Elam Hazeh, nor the kind that works for the sake of Elam Haba, because both are called Mili Betin, both fulfill their own desires, their own titles. I don't want to be that kind. I want that kid. to recognize Hashem, to serve Hashem for the sake of recognizing Hashem, to fulfill the will of Hashem. And also the children he intends to leave over. His kavanah leaving over the children is only for the sake of Hashem. The complete kaviyachol, the heavenly form. Because the bonim are born of Bikdusha, they're not Chadashal and Moses, they're born of Bikdusha, they are very high. One who doesn't have children is as though he subtracts from the telling the most of the kin. Subtracts kaviyachol from the form of heaven. When a child is born in this world, then what the Lord telling the kim kaviyachol. It's also born, it becomes the form of the kim. The Nishman telling the most heaven, he said it becomes complete. They tell him the most so the kim kaviyachol. זהו SBR, ביוקס תמונה סכר, SBR דהיינו הסביע של בונן, בחינת יסביעו בונן. תמיד הסביע בונן הוא רק ביוקס תמונה סכר, שאיקס סביע עושה של בונן הוא רק משהו מקיצומי. בזה בזה תמונה סייסבורה, הסביע, children is only the fact that he arouses the תמונה, the telling of Hashem, בחינת telling the Muslim. They say, tell them the kim is mashtem kaviyachol, tell them the kim are having children. It means bונן בקדושה. This is the posek. It says, "Nimsim yodcha Hashem, yesh shehem mesim misa tivius." There are people who die a natural death. Shehem leimodim b'leches shiroshius. They are born with the original leches, the oils of the body. Ushad avodim ke'elu, other physical necessities. Shal yodam roi lahem luchias mispar shonim ke'elu. According to their physical attributes, what they have physically is fit for them. By nature, they live a certain number of years. The chayim kolis of Hashem, they exist, they continue to live all those years they are supposed to. Till the time comes when the slechus, the oils of the body, are cut off, they are finished. And they die from old age, automatically, because the lechus are out. So chelad means in your chavruta rust. The body rusts because the oils are missing. It means dying from old age because the body was used up. That they die from chelad, from old age, because the lechus are used up. The yeshta is also shit. It's more obvious. Case for Hashem is showing gezer on them with death before the time, because of Hashem a punishment. There's a die from through the hand of Hashem before the time. These people deserve to get Elam Haba because they died before the time. It means they paid for the penalty here. They deserve to get Elam Haba. But those who die from old age, they had a kita, a group of Bnei Elam Hazeh who don't get Elam Haba. Because they live and exist in this world without any punishment. Until they die from old age. The Noah says that these two groups, both the group who live in Elam Hazeh for the sake of Elam Hazeh, and they die after they have completed their whole lifespan, or Bnei Elam Haba who live for the sake of Elam Haba, and they die before the time, so they can get Elam Haba. Both those who die through the hand of Hashem, yesh them Elam Haba. Those who die from old age or Bnei Elam Hazeh, these two groups, Chalkom B'Chayim, the Chayim Hazeh, Tzfunach Odelato, Atzofun is hidden in Elam Haba, Shneim Bechinas Kamalei Bitnam, Hainu Milei Betten B'Elam Hazeh, Elam Haba Kanal, both are Bechinas Kamalei Bitnam, because both fill their stomach, they fill the desires, either with Elam Hazeh or Elam Haba. Zeu Yisbihu Bonin, V'Yinich Yisam Yelim Kanal. Their spheres with children, but they leave over their slichlof, their tinner, to cover the tinner of the children. Yami Shebecha B'Elam Haba, the Reitz of Ahashi is Chus Elam Bona, even one who chooses Elam Haba, and he wants to leave over his chus for his children, Gam Zeh B'Chinas Yisbihu Bona V'Yinich Yisam. Also, the reason that he has, that he serves, and he wants Elam Haba, and he wants his chus is to give it to his children. Even though he shows that he is not selfish, he doesn't want it completely for himself, which is a very high negativity of his children, but still that's not the main, that's not the highest what like. I need. The Lord says, I choose for myself the days I keep this hanal, rather than these two kitas, Es gelachas b'nei Hashem. Es b'yadechas b'nesach kanal. All my tzidkei I should be zechet and see b'nei Hashem. Es b'yadechas b'nesach, that I should have children. And it's for the sake of kedusha, of hakas b'nesach, to arouse the tmuna, to be mashma the tmuna, to tell the kid. Kolze, still, tell me that people misha ever the shalom haba, it's certainly good, even the person who says for the sake of the haba. The gam tell me the hashis chusev upon a kiruv. It's certainly good for those who leave over their schus for their children. This is brought for them, shame the other makabel kos chole. A person shouldn't take all his chap himself, like Yashi was chusev upon a lachba. He should leave over his chus his first children after him. But this is also very high madrega. The action, the tzadikim hashleinim, why you have a Hashem b'emes, but the tzadikim are complete. Those who are Hashem b'emes, they go in davar Rav Kiyetzev. One is like davar Malach, ein b'chem b'chozek klal. They don't want any of this. They want neither Razan nor Elam Haba. They don't want to leave all this chus and that's for their children either. Like Lamalis, it's only is whatever canal. The whole desire is purely to fulfill the will of Hashem. Whatever the will of Hashem, that's what they want to do. So Noah said, I should be among those who serves completely, only for the sake of Hashem, and whether it is serving in El Pazo or leaving all the children, should all be for the sake of Hashem purely. Or of Hashem. Says the following times I go to Helleth and I sail on cotton. Times the Godel, the Rebbe goes and travels to the cotton to the Talmud. At times the opposite, the cotton goes and travels to the Godel to receive. The Haino meaning should have fallen on tzadik and they sail on Medina or Neil Talmud. At times the tzadik travels through the land and he gives his life to the Talmud. At times Talmudim born this life. Talmudim come to the tzadik emes. This Bechina is greater. Which one? The Hainuk Shagodl, they sail at cotton, they said Bechina with the Godel travels to the cotton to bring his life to the cotton. That Bechina is greater than when the cotton comes to the Godel. Kizep Poshet, there's a simple Shai cotton Tzorach Love that Godel. Understood that the cotton has to come to the Godel. He would Tzorach Love because he has to receive from him. By the time the light of the light of the Godel is so great that to a point where the cotton cannot receive from the Godel in the Godel's place, because of the very great light that the Godel has. Okay, therefore, so the Godel is forced to lower himself to come to the cotton. To go to him, that to this the light should become lessened and more misgashim, more begashmias. The ruchnis, the light should become more begashmias. In order that the cotton should be able to receive this great light. And so, Godel has to go to the cotton. It must be the reason is there will be good it's only because of his very great milah of this Godel. He's so great at tzadik that he must go to the cotton because the light is too great for the cotton to receive in the place of the Godel. Moshe Rabbeinu Shalom, Godel the milah kol kach. Moshe Rabbeinu Shalom was so great, so high in milah. Even before very great people, he also had to lower himself and to show himself much smaller against them, in front of them. He had to show it as an evil. He had to lower himself in front of every single person, no matter how great they were. Even though the others were also very great, he got Yeshua the Aharon, despite that, he was so great, powerful and mighty. He was forced to lower himself, to make himself beneath them, in order that he had to receive his great light. This is what it says. Wherever you have greater gadlus, a higher degree of greatness, Shom Tzorech another katnus. There you have to have another and a lowness, making himself low. They should have to receive the light. why the by Hashem is what? Also the by Hashem, wherever you see the Gabel of Hashem, you see the Amasanusai. Because in order to receive the light of Hashem, you have to have the Amasanusai Shu Hashem. Hine kisha cotton ball of Mea Godel, Kedel Kabel Mimel. Now when a cotton comes before the Godel to receive from him, the Azai Godel of Meir by, and the Godel shines into him, this light. He can have double lights in Lechem the Katnas, Lechem the Gabels. The main thing is, main purpose of serves is to make for the Lechem of Katnas, the small mayach of the cotton, to make it into Lechem the Gabels. The handle the Hoy is the cotton, to shine into the cotton, the Hagel Datai, to enlarge his mind. She is Gadol Mikatnusai. She grow from its smallest. Ye and as a Gadol, they should become a Gadol, and she yod the Lechem the Gabels. The mind should become from cotton to Gadol, she comes to Lechem the Gabels. She says, Elochina from Toket. It's in from Toket Hadinim. Lechem the Katnas is Dinim. And Lechem the Gabels is Chesed. So to come from Lechem the Katnas to Lechem the Gabels means that, from Toket Hadinim, the Mantik Dinim from Gevuda is two Chasodim. Well, at times the Godel shines into the cotton and enlarges his maya through the Oras Ponim. And the Chometz means in a very soft manner, consoling tone, soft tone, Shemei like Ponim, the Ponim Sertikais, Ampen the Eden, that he brings a light in there with a face that is smiling, a face that lights up. At times, times the cotton cannot receive this light through Ponim Sertikais, Ampen the Eden, when it's starting, his face lights up to him. He is in the category of, dolik nevachimai, piece of wood which cannot burn. How do you make it burn? How do you make the flame take hold of it? You beat it. You have to give light to it through Yisudim. Tzadik has to be musa, to embarrass, to shame this cotton in order to make him, to be mevatel him. He should be able to receive the light of the Tzadik. Nobody Godel has to lower himself and make himself a little bit bottle from his greatness, in order to be received. Still, the answer to our Godel is not considered a loss by the part of the Godel of who has to be mevatel his life temporarily on it. Can they get a tikkun shenasa be'akodnishim l'sakna yom compared to the tikkun that which he perfects in the cotton, that he perfects him and he makes his das grow. He bittul in the katnas hagodlu rak b'fishah, because the bittul in the katnas, the godlu lowers himself is only a temporary item. Yaakov plays on the malos, then immediately he goes back to his great height. The second of magnas cotton, the gummy canal. He's mislaking the cotton. He makes the cotton grow. That's already complete. That stays that way. Yes, look at Binyan Katnus, Yachnoas, Hagodl, Eitzvah Cotton, Canal. There's differences in Katnus and how much the Godel lowers himself to the cotton in order the cotton should receive his light. It all depends upon the circumstance. The Amin who betru the Alma, at times the tzadik does it only through a simple motion. The Amin Zerach Leila for the Sayyid. At times he has to actually go and travel to the cotton. It all depends upon the case. Candle that was extinguished, when there is still a slight light, the flame is still a slight flicker, you can reignite it by only bringing it close to another candle that's burning. You hold this candle that was extinguished, partially extinguished, close to it, below, close to a different candle that's burning, even though it doesn't actually touch the flame. And still it becomes reignited. The reason is because it still has some little flame in it, so it can receive the other flame even for distance. But when the candle itself is completely extinguished, it has no flame left whatsoever, we cannot reignite it from a distance. Unless you bring it mamish close to the light, or you bring the light close to the candle. So anyway, in a case like this, you have these different cases where the cotton could receive without the tzadik moving too much, without coming too close, or where the cotton has to have mamish, where the cotton's light is so much extinguished, they have to come mamish close to the tzadik or the tzadik has to come mamish close to him. Baruch Hashem. Likutey Maran Tanina Teramates. There's loving the posek L'chu Chazum Mefalais Hashem. See the wonders of Hashem. Hashem saw Neshames Boris. Made Chorev destroyed the land of the Goyim. It's plain shot. Ben also says keep Emes Hadova Nifla V'Noida Migoid. Emes, the thing is marvelous, outstanding. Hashem Yisborach has Kol HaBriya. Hashem Yisborach created the entire creation. Sheyesh Bo Kamo V'Kamo Devorim Nefloim V'Neiroim Harbe Miyoid Miyoid. Many, many things that are outstanding wonders. What Abu Ma'asecha Hashem, how great and many are your deeds, Hashem. Even in this world alone, how many are the wonders of Hashem? How tremendous a number. Hashem brought us done in the same thing He created. Inanimate objects, vegetation, so on. Who can be Messiah, greatness of Hashem? Only in the creation of this world alone. Much more so in other worlds, in higher worlds. All these creations were all created only for the sake of Yisrael. Yisrael the Atzmai, Yisrael itself, themselves, he could be awesome, the Shvil Bechinas Shabbos, Shehu HaTachos. The main creation of the Jews was for the sake of Bechinas Shabbos, which is the Tachos, the goal. Shabbos who Tachos, Madei Shemayim Odes, because Shabbos is called the Tachos, the goal of creation of heaven and earth. Shehu Bechinas Elam HaNeshamis, the Bechin of the Elam HaNeshamis, Shehu Elam Shekulei Shabbos. Elam HaNeshamis, and Mahaba is called Elam Shekulei Shabbos, truly Shabbos. Shami Asigu, as Hashem Yisborach, Karoi, there, Yisrael, Be'ofi Masig Hashem, B'lishum Mesach Hamal, B'lishum Meneh, without any barrier, without any mechitza in between. Because then will be one perfect unity. Be no mesach in between. It won't be the separation. It will be one. Will become closely understood with the Hashem. Each one will be able to show with his finger, Hashem Kiruv. This is Hashem for whom we hoped all our life. This is the tachlis which Hashem created the entire creation. This tachlis is called Shabbos. The Elam Shekulei Shabbos, the Elam Haba. Alkein, and therefore, Yesh Bevadai B'chol Dova V'Dova Shenivra B'Elam. There is certainly in everything that was created in the world, Bechina is HaTachlis. The Bechina of the Tachlis, the goal. B'chol Dova V'Dova Yesh Be'as Chol V'Seif. In each item there is a beginning and an end. V'Hainu, HaSchol Avimokim Shenishtalshel, B'Yishtalshelus. The beginning, which means the mukkah, the origin from where it spirals down, until it materializes, and when that becomes the form that it takes shape into. Also, besides the origin where it comes from, there's also the tachlis where it's going to the end. For the sake of this tachlis it was created. The Jews can go very deeply into this inyan, to know, to understand deeply in the details of creation, the form of the different parts, the building, the height, the tzura, every single item is finding for him, to see deeply into it, to understand the greatness of Hashem, and to serve Hashem through this understanding. And so higher and higher until the Tachlis is shown this Ruch, I say Tachlis. When there, Tachlis, this thing comes close, is close to the Tachlis. Because every single item has a hold on the Tachlis. For the sake of the Tachlis it was created. Through this Tachlis, one can be Masig Hashem, will be Avda to serve Hashem, Ad Eisei HaTachlis, to serve Hashem until his Tachlis Shem Nistayim Eisei HaDavar. So this thing, meaning to this individual item of creation, a person can be Masig Hashem to serve him with this item, to go follow through until this Seif HaTachlis, where there this thing ends, and this Mahal HaTachlis, and it's close to the Tachlis. A person can serve in the beginning until the end of this item. Each person has to delve very deeply into this, to know, to recognize the greatness of Hashem, the Chol Dava V'Dava, every single item, B'Tat Nisai, in its form, with Musai, in its Tzura, the Totiyes, a Vodov, that's each individual combination of organs of Binyonai and its build, the Kiyetziv was there. When the Yavda Yisborach was there, Ada Yavda of Bechinas HaTachos Shalesi HaDova, serve Hashem with this thing until he reaches the Tachos of that thing, Shul Bechinas Shabbos Elam and the Shabbos, which is the Bechinas Shabbos Elam and the Shabbos. The Tachos of all, the Bechinas Shabbos, Elam and the Shabbos, Shekul Shabbos. Here you have Bali Sechel, Shesh Mehem Sechel Gobel, and the Chorel place. Bali Sechel have a very high mind, very advanced mind, they can do this. Our Ketane Edach Kamainu Hayim, but people are very low caliber, like us today, certainly like us today, Shekulmona the Madrega Bechusa Mihoit, all of us are very low Madrega. The Bechinas, the Raglan. Raglan means the feet, the lowest Madrega, furthest away from the edge, which is the top. Until we come to this high idea, be able to serve Hashem with each thing and to continue with this thing until the very talis. Therefore we have to crave and desire so very much. We should possess the leader of a day, the trusty leader. He should have this power to be able to shine even into us. We who are Bechina of Raglan, Yediyah, the Hasoga Hanal, this Yediyah, this Hasoga, this Love La Tapas, you should only come to the main tapas of everything. Like Moshe Feinstein should be good to Eitzim Ma'alosai because of this great Madrega, he was able to shine into even the lowest of the low. I feel the shifra, even the lowest mate. Menachem Mendel Schneerson, that this says, that the shifra is made so at Kriyas Yamsuf, even when Yecheskel Hanavi didn't see it in Meiser Merkava. Hareisha, still Yecheskel, Shoya, Navi Godu Kazeh, even Yecheskel was such a great Navi, but Hoya Noya, Moshe Feinstein, a shifra Moshe. He didn't see it's great nevuah. But an ordinary law is the shifcha that made so the time of Moshe Rabbeinu. When they had a Rebbe like Moshe Rabbeinu. The holes there, all this was, Nachman's good, there were Eitzim Ma'alas HaManik, Shehoya Moshe Rabbeinu HaManik. Because the great power, the great Madrega, the Manik, the leader was Moshe Rabbeinu, he was the Manik. He was able to bring this light, even in the Bechina of the Raglan. Even the Raglan, which is so far the furthest from the Moyach. Even these Raglan too could be mastic and to know the tapas through the wonders of Hashem, the accomplishments of Hashem, creation of Hashem, which Hashem created even in this lowest of the worlds. Today we do us Hamanik because through the greatness of the Manik, even to the Bechina of Raglan. These Raglan become even bigger than somebody else's Moyach. Then all the Kushat, the Hu Chazu, the Hu Daikin, go see, the Hu Daikin go. And the Bechina of Raglan, the Raglan, they are the organs of walking, going. That the Hu Raglan Chazu, they shall be able to see the wonders of Hashem. Asher Som Shammais Ba'aretz, and the Pu'ulais Hashem, Asher Som Ba'aretz, the accomplishments of Hashem which he did in this world, Ba'aretz Hazu, this low world, the Hashem, the doings of Hashem, this low world, you can know the Masik Tachos. Zero Asher Som Shammais Ba'aretz, and Tachos, Shul Bechinas Shemais, Tebes Tachos Masik Shemayim Ba'aretz. Yes, and Shemais is the Tebes Tachos Masik Shemayim Ba'aretz, is the Shabbos. The Bechinas Nefesh Chayahu Shemayim. The Tachos Masik Shemayim Ba'aretz is the Yom HaShemayim. Means the Nefesh. And Nefesh Chayahu Shemayim. And meanwhile, what is the Nefesh? Nefesh is Shemayim. This means Shemais. I'll take the Shammais, I'll Shemais. People don't read this word as Shammai, I'll take the Shammais, I'll take the Shemais. And while the Shammais, Shuatachas. So Shemais is the Tebes of Tachas Matishmai Words, which means the element of the Shammais, which is the Tachas. So Malubash Venechad, what is the Shvela Hazu? This is Malubash's cloak, has a Achiza in this low world. Shayanai element Zeh HaShafo. Like the through this slow world, you can force yourself into the Masik Tapas. There was a tremendous Chiddush, Sogas on Tapas, Shutobek, Avaya Kazel, Hasnagasi is one of them. Sogas on Tapas, which is a high thing, Masik Hashem, who totally Daikin and B'riyas on Mashafu. There's Dafka totally in this slow world. The whole of the show is Mochrotim, Lama Bazeh, all forced to go through Dafka, this world, they will have to get Tapas, in order to reach a Tapas. Mashiach, that was born, Mashiach will call the Shemesh Mikuf. Mashiach, when I come into the world of the Shemesh in heaven, will be finished. They'll come down to this world first. They're all forced to come down to this low world, and they will have to get Tapas, but they must get Tapas through coming down to this world, because only in this world can a person reach a Tapas. So they're all forced to, this is what they want. This they're forced. They're forced to come into this low world, they must get the Tapas. And everyone is in the Chidnis of Abriyas. He's forced to come to the aid of Abriyas, of these creations in this world. They have to get Tapas that the Shemesh are forced to come into this world. They have to come to the Abriyas in order to be able to receive, they must get Tapas through them. Menachem says, it's only right that we should say this crying with very heavy tears. This case, with Gageya, to cry and to yearn, to vakesh, to plead, to escharei b'fonav, to spot out, to beg before Hashem, to spell one side, this kill is there. When will we be zecher? Yihi yemonu zeh hadas. We should have this das, shenuchal hadas, u'lahakir abadi as well, we call them. We should be able to have a das, to be able to recognize to know Hashem and everything. In this world, with every single detail of this world, out of Tapas Kanal, to go, each thing until it's Tapas. According to our very low Madrega, the Kulono Team Panina Yofish Clown, all of us, our faces are not nice, meaning that we have many wrongs. We have to have the antenated face that shines. We have to have the integrity and kedusha in our face. We certainly need Shirachim or Leino Hashem Yisborach, Shizvosh Rachmonas upon us. We Temon of Manhe Giraya Nemon, to give us a leader who's Nemon, Shiyuchal Yehoyed Boni Yediyah Hanal, to be able to shine into us this Yediyah. Shiyuchal Yehovna Yisborach Kanoi, V'Move Al Tapas Kanal, to be able to serve Hashem as is right and to reach this Tapas. Sheshes Yomim Heim HaSchola Shemend V'Hakol. And then I spoke about the Haschola, the beginning, and the Sefer Tapas. The 6 days of Chol, the week, and they are the Haschola, the beginning for which all was created. The Shabbos, so I say the Tapas. Shabbos is the end of the Tapas of his creation. And certainly Yesh Chiluk Ben Abriyas. There's a difference between all creation. Yesh Chiluk Ben Mash Never Kaiten, or Ben Mash Never Bashish. What was created in the beginning, before the first day, the second day, until it was created the 6th day. The Shabbos, that was created on the 6th day, is much closer to the Shabbos, much closer to the Tapas. The Yisrael is for them. Sheshes Yom, also Hashem, at the Shemayim Yisoris. Shegama Sheshes Yom, the Asma Divru. Hashem created the 6 days themselves. Beside the Gula, El Nekuda, the Yeshu Shabbos. This is the side of the circle reaching, going toward, circling until it reaches the Nekuda, the central dot, which is the Shabbos Kodesh. But became Yesh Chilukim. Still there are Chilukim, despite the fact that all lead up to this central point. Still, there's a difference between that which is closer and that which is further. Menachem says, Arizal, the Gemara says, it's better for a person if he was not created, rather than if he was created. Better than anything is that person who is not born at all. The thing is, Cain is so, it's better not to be born, not to be created, so why then was a person created? Certainly, these things are said only about this world. They According to the Tzaddik Yisrael, the person suffers in this world, every single person suffers, but Vanda is surely, or Yetev Yisrael, or Yetev Klal. Surely the benefit he wasn't created at all, because there's nothing good out of the creation in this world. I will be able to have law, but in the future world, Vanda Yetev Yisrael, there it's certainly better that he was created. Because only through the fact that he was created, he comes to this Tachlis. The man was said before, that every single Neshama, in order to reach a Tachlis, which is Aharon, which is Shabbos, he can reach it only by coming through this world. He's muchach to go through this Elam HaShafal. So therefore, if we consider it from the point of view of Elam HaGor, then certainly it is a very good way that he was created. It's better that he was created, because only that can he come to Tachlis Elam HaGor. Gam Afilu B'Elam Hazeh, and also, the fact that even Elam Hazeh too, Yafei Shah Achas B'Tshuva, Ma'aseh Teva B'Elam Hazeh, he called Chayim HaGor. There's also a case where even Elam Hazeh too, we can say that it's better than he was created for. We can find that case, the case of Hazeh, where the Mishnah said that 1 hour of Tshuva, Ma'aseh Teva, this world is better than all of Chayim HaGor. So Mela, if it is certainly better, from the point of view of how he was created, and Elam Hazeh too, there is a case which is better than Elam HaGor, so surely it's better than he was created, even for the sake of Elam Hazeh. This one is the beginning of the year for kings. It's from the year that kings begins. Then heaven they appoint all the kings. Surely they give gifts to each one with a crown of his king. Will also give us king, a fitting leader, and you will give us shine to us. This will have this king will be able to shine into us his light to be able to understand the nothing Hashem through everything, every part of creation. We are the one who follow. Who follow your answer. And we follow exactly what the money tells us. We go according to the money. We should have this money, this great Menachem Mendel Schneerson will be able to shine into us this great light, that our likeness should become a Bechina of Moichet. We should be able to understand it. All these last paragraphs are shared to Torah Lamites. Baruch Hashem. One who knows of Eretz Yisrael should Torah be emes tam Eretz Yisrael, taste the emes, the real taste of Eretz Yisrael. Uyachol the hakir the echod. He can recognize that a person in Hoyat Eitzel tzadik al Shishona imlah. He recognized whether that person was by a tzadik al Shishona or whether he wasn't. Because if he knows tam Eretz Yisrael, he'll see in that person the tam of Eretz Yisrael. The might say that tzadik global malaikot. He'll be able to recognize that that tzadik was very high in Malo or he was small. Tzadik amiti imlah, whether that tzadik was a tzadik emes or not, or Yehu be atzmai tzadik, whether this person is always looking at a tzadik. Tam Eretz Yisrael, Yechayim L'Tzayim of Neimishi Yadei Tam Seichel. Tam Eretz Yisrael, you can put into form, you can describe before one who knows a Tam of Seichel. Kirak Mishahu Ish Bur Yefshim Edet Azais. Only a person who's very thick who has no Seichel couldn't know this. Mishi Yadei Seichel. One who has the Tam of Seichel itself, one who has Seichel, he goes London Shemagishim the Ad Tam HaSeichel the Pshat and Kushya, like London, those who learn Gemara, they feel and do the Tam of Seichel and saying Pshat and Kashet, Kederech HaLomdim HaChamim B'Chachmas HaCheres Shemagishim Tam of Seichel, Kederech HaLomdim, or even HaChamim and other Chachmas, who feel a Tam of Seichel, Sheyachayim L'Yodin Tam Eretz Yisrael. Those who are margish, they feel a Tam of Seichel, can also feel a Tam of Eretz Yisrael. Because the Avir here, Eretz Yisrael, gives Chachma. The Tam and Chachma, the Seichel, the taste of what Chachma and Seichel is certainly very precious. Achika, Ma'ala Kedusha, Eretz Yisrael, who made Ma'ala, the holiness of Eretz Yisrael, is like by the Hashkochas Shevizborach. Only the fact that Shevizborach has Hashkocha there always. Nachman Shevizborach is stuck of Eretz Yisrael Tomit. Shevizborach always looks at Eretz Yisrael. There's always, the beginning and the end of the end, there's always Ashkar Hashem. Ashkar Hashem is Eretz Yisrael. Therefore, that Yisrael Kadeshes becomes holy via Avida Makim, and its light gives Chacham. Its air gives Chacham. The air Yisrael gives Chacham because Ali Yashkach Hashem. Why? Because the Indian of Einayim looking is, it's said, is meant, what's meant by Einayim is meant Chacham. Because the opening revelation of Chacham is called the Bechina of Einayim. It says by the Mechaber, their eyes were opened, which means that they acquired Chacham. The opening of the eyes means the acquisition or receiving of Chacham. Because the eyes of Hashem Kaviyachal are in Yisrael. They look in Yisrael continually. Therefore the air itself is Makin because it has the eyes of Hashem there continually, which is the Inyan of Chachma. That's what the air itself is Makin and also gives Chachma. And the Bechidus Einayim Mashkiach Kanal, from where is drawn, where is aroused this by Hashem himself, Kaviyachal, this Inyan of Einayim to look at Yisrael. This Hashkochat Hashem is made, comes through the Neshama Yisrael. Hashem Yisborach is spoiled by him, Hashem Yisborach is proud of them. B'chinas Yisrael Hashem Yisborach. But it says that Yisrael, I am proud of you, I boast about you. They have spiders through his pride, Nasim B'chinas Tfil. This is created in B'chinas Tfil, Shenikra and P'er. It's also called beauty and pride. Tfil and B'chinas Moichin, Tfil and B'chinas Moichin, but the Nosson B'fnim, they go inside, break in B'hinayim. They burst through the eyes. Come out through the eyes. This it comes about the Ashkochat Hashem Kaviyachal. This it comes out to the Ashkochat of Hashem, comes the Kedushas of Yisrael, the Chinam of the air itself Makim, which means that how did the Ashkochat come in the first place? Through the Inyan of his spiders. Hashem is proud about the Jews. This pride is in the Inyan of the Chinam of Tefillah. Tefillah is the Chinam of Meichen. Let them go inside and they come out through the eyes. The middle of this, what comes out through the eyes is Inyan of the spiders, this pride of the Jews. This comes out in the form of Ashkochat. Ashkochat is Eretz Yisrael. With that Ashkochat is Eretz Yisrael, that means the eyes are Inyan of Chachma. So now it's against the Kedusha. That's the Inyan of Eretz Yisrael Makim. The Eretz Yisrael gives Chachma because this one comes out of the eye, this opening the eyes, B'chinas Chachma too. Therefore, it's called Eretz Yisrael, land of Yisrael, because it receives its kedusha. The B'chinas Yisrael is in because of Yisrael, Baruch Hashem is proud. But the Vadai, like Kolayim, the Mishamis, is carried to Hashem is proud. At all times they're alike. How close the Jews are to Hashem. Times on the show, the case where the Jews are distant from Hashem, when they do wrong kinds of showing. And then, the contrary, the Shechina Tzeyekas, Kalani Menaishi, Kalani Mizrahi. And the Shechina cries out, the suffering, the Menaishi and Mizrahi, the head and the arm. Kind of, Shetzakoso, Skalkel, the Nifgam, the Chinas, Spiders. The cry of Shechina is that they were spoiled, this problem, this Bechina, this pride. Sheina Yocho is inspired by it, you cannot be proud of them. The Nifgam, the Chinas, Hatfilun, Shenas, and the Spiders come out. What comes with this Spiders? The Bechina Tfilun Lechem. Now when there's a Begam of the Spiders, there's a Begam that's Bechina Tfilun, which is made from the Spiders. It's like Kalani Menaishi, Kalani Mizrahi. Menaishi, Mizrahi, Daika. The head and the arm, Bechina Tfilun, Shemanechan al Resh al Zrei, Now, the Kalani Resh al Zrei means that they, Begam in Menaishi and Zrei, which means that Tfilun comes from the Spiders. When there's a Begam of the Spiders, the Begam in Menaishi and Zrei, the Begam in the Bechina Tfilun. Like a Shecham Yisrael is gathered to Yisrael. One Jew becomes close to Hashem. And he takes up Vein Yisrael, Shretzeli Abba Yisrael. And there is added now one Jew who wants to serve Hashem. Kol Mash and he takes it Yisrael Abba Yisrael. The more that there are increased added among the Jews, Shretzeli Abba Yisrael. They want to serve Hashem to get close to him. And then it's gathered and he takes up Yisrael, Yisrael. The male there is increased and added the pride of Hashem in the Jews. Shall Yisborach Nispoya the Amma Yisrael Iskar Meilov. That's Yisborach Nispoya with the Am Yisrael who come close to him. By the spiders Nas and Tefillin Moichin. This is spiders there are created as Tefillin Moichin. Mizeh Nas and Kedusha said Yisrael. This the Moichin come out through the Einayim. And that is the Yin of Chachma. So Well, this comes about the Kedusha that it's B'chinas Avida, it's Machkim, or the Eidei Hashkacha Zekanah. The Eidei Hashkacha Hashem, well, there is the Eidei Av, Chachma in Eidei Yisrael. The Kedusha, which is the Chachma Yisrael, it's what the Aharon Yisrael, Machkim. Misha Yelcha Elina is like spiders. One who can see this is spiders. Shem is spoiled of the Yama Yisrael. Shem is spoiled of his proud of Yisrael. And I hope that Kabul Bechinas to Edom listen to Zaisa is spiders. Shiraya. And that's like Gamke Bechinas Tzilu and Aharon of the canal. But in the night canal, one who can see this is spiders. In the middle of this, there also comes to him also the same Bechina of Tzilu and Lechem that goes into his mind. And it also comes out through his eyes. This comes out through this person's eyes. The same Kadechot in Hashkacha Hashem. Yazai Nachman Eina Gamkin and B'chinas Eidei Hashem. So his eyes also become the Bechina of Eidei Hashem. Yazai B'chol Mokem Shul Mistakel V'Royeh. Every place where he looks, Na'aseh Shom Gamkin B'chinas Avida It's Samachim. If he looks at also, whichever place he looks at, that spot becomes Avida It's Samachim. Kedusha Yisrael Rak B'chinas Ein Oimano. Let's make Kedusha Yisrael only through the Inyan of Hashkacha, the eyes. So maybe this person has the Inyan Hashem, he has the Inyan of Hashkacha, maybe he creates the Kedusha Yisrael wherever he looks. He has the same kind of Hashkacha. Now, which person is that can see Hashem, that can see the spiders of Hashem? How can a person see the spiders of Hashem? Hashem is proud of the Jews. And true it. Fact is, Mishrayas and Tzadik Kohemis. How can a person see this? One who sees the Tzadik Emes. She'll be carried with a Odom Lavidosi is one of them. Tzadik Emes brings close to the other to Avedis Hashem. Behu Iker is Garbage is still on the edge of Hashemayim. He is the main cause of the Jews coming close to Hashem. The coming close is because of the Tzadik himself. Nitza Shul be Atzmei his spiders. He himself is his spiders. Shemes Bodah Shemes Bodah Miyamai. As well as proud as people because of this Tzadik Emes. They call him scavs, they're spiders, because of him comes about all this scavs of the Jews to Hashem, this whole spiders of Hashem. Azai, then Misha, the Stakel Boy, one who looks at this Tzadik Emes. He can have double, when is this main time to look? It's like kibbutz. The time they can kibbutz, patient, the scavs of the Elon, Haboy, Lishmael, Hashem. People come to him, they gather, they assemble to the Tzadik Emes. At the time of this kibbutz, to hear about Hashem from him, will be Yisrael and Mosa of Rosh Hashanah, Sha'oz, who are kibbutz Agol. Rosh Hashanah is the main kibbutz. When we come to the Tzadik Emes, Azai Ha'esparas God will be Yisrael, then the Esparas is still greater. Machmas, Shemes Kapsim, Harabeh B'nei Odom, Achlitzim, the Skadeh B'nei Yisborach, because slowly you come together and want to come close to Hashem. Yazai, there's Gadol B'nei Taisa, Te'eh, V'yeh, B'yad Tzadik, you'll be Yatzmei Esparas, and there is a increase in the beauty of the tzaddik because he himself is the main spiders, the main pride, the main beauty. This Arizal says means also even ethnic stalkers on tzaddik. Those who come to the kibbutz al shema tzaddik, al shema menazal. It's also they're coming to the tzaddik emes. What's the reason why they come to the scouts now? They learn to hachleit from the scout. They come because they come for the sake, mamish l'shmo, for the sake of being a kabbalah, a new ha'ora, to be able to do tshuva, tshuva shleimah, to get the Skaimat Hashem through the clear of the Tzadik Emes. So even if the stock the same thing holds true. Then in the middle of the Azai Misha, the Stakel, the Emes, was there, Tzadik Hamiti. One looks the Emes of the Tzadik Emes, Azai Gam came and Kabul in a spider's hazleis, he also receives from this spiders. And Nasan Eslay Gam came in a Tzilul Lochenkamp. It's as though he was looking at the Hashkoch of Hashem, the spiders of Hashem. When he came with the spiders of Hashem, he sees the Tzadik Emes, that is the spiders of Hashem. So Mila there also becomes created within him the Tzilul Lechem, the Azai Nasan Einav Gam Ken Kanal, Bechinas Einei Hashem. The Mila's eyes also become in the Bechinas Einei Hashem. The Azai Gam B'cholokim Shul Mistakel Nasan Gam Ken Bechinas Einei Yisrael, Bechinas Einei Samachim. Mila Rabbi he looks since he has Einei Hashem. Rabbi looks and becomes the Bechinas Einei Yisrael, Bechinas Einei Samachim. That place becomes Einei Yisrael. Ki Hu Machim Ha'aveh because he makes the Aveh filled with Chachma. So he's looking with his eyes with the Inei Hashkacha, which is the Psicha Feinstein, the Inei Hashem HaChachma, should not have been the spiders which are created, which comes about through the spiders. That Taylor is Pshat, the posek, Melach B'Yalkei Tanzeno Hinachman. I should see a king in his beauty. The man should tiskin with his smell B'Yalkei. You'll see the king in all his beauty. The Haino HaTzadik B'Yalkei, the Tifatei. You'll see the Tzadik in his beauty, the spiders. The Haino B'Yis like kibbutz. time of the kibbutz, when they all assemble by the tzadik shazayu yafei with the tzadik, this is the main unity of the tzadik at the time of the kibbutz. Then your eyes will see, looking in your eyes will make the inyan of Eretz Yisrael. By the hashgach of your eyes will look, that will create there where you look, the chinas Eretz Yisrael. Yaakov was ikra lechakim, but it goes to the mandi yachkim over here chayka. Yaakov was called lechakim. Eretz lechakim means a land that is this land of what? Land of chakim, because distance is chakim. Shlomo said, the mandi yachkim, I thought I would reach chakim in chayka. I see there's distance. We see that chakim is called lechayka, distant. Eretz lechakim, land of distant, what is distant? Chakim. It means the land of chakim, which means Eretz Yisrael, which is the land of chakim. But it is so machkim. And the shayna is there, Shetiris, and tzadik, the yetzi, with the tzadik canal, we've seen the tzadik in all his beauty. So this, when you look, it will become created this idea is so machkim. So your eyes will see, and it's of chachma. Let me go back. One who has a time of desire for itself, especially one who tasted Amish already the emes of itself. When he meets, comes together with a person who was by tzadik emes on this great kibbutz of Rosh Hashanah, and he must feel a taste of itself. So I cannot go through this person who was there, but this person looks to this place where this person is, becomes not the Aharon itself. So this person who knows what the Aharon itself is, you have to feel it right here. So you can know this person who is in Mexico was by the tzadik emes, where he received from looking at the spider of the tzadik emes, he received the koyach of Hashem, and therefore by looking with his own eyes, now this place becomes the chinas itself, the chinas itself machkim, and the avia here is the chinas itself. It's only right that it should become aroused within him a very strong desire, yearning for itself, trying to find his bechina. The main thing is it should be the emes of nimus. They should want these desire, this craving by especially mamish. You should feel mamish and tam emes of itself for the sake of Yerushalmi. Yes, was there a more young here. He not a maid for Hatzita was a good Medish says a person doesn't die and he has even half of his time, where he acquired even half of what he wanted. And so, we see even Moita also even said the person can never fulfill his desire for money. Because there he is always lacking. No matter what he has, he always has only half what he wants. But there is such a bechina as shefa kfula, the double amount of shefa. Bechina is a kesef peyafik sloch. Kesef peyafik means that money will come flying easily. You also mean shulchan kofel. Peyafik is folded over. He's kofel. In such a case as kesef peyafik, a kesef which is kofel, double the amount of what you need. That through this special shefa kfula, mainly his desire is fulfilled. Since it's double, the person's desire is always double of what he wants. And mainly, if he has this shefa kfula, so mainly he has a desire filled. Well, you see, the Arizal didn't complete this. Rosenfeld, but the halachas explains further to tie this in before. Rosenfeld says that this inyan of shefa kfula means taka the shefa of Eretz Yisrael. But there it says, like sechsa kol bo, nothing will be lacking. Here the man says, Talmud Bavly. There's always something lacking there. Whatever he hasn't got enough, he hasn't got even half. But Eretz Yisrael says, like sechsa kol bo, will be nothing lacking. So the bechina of Eretz Yisrael, a person is zech, the name is a esteemed, so merely he has this bechina shefa Eretz Yisrael, merely he will have this kesef te'achas, have the shefa kfula, which is automatically double, so it's nothing will be lacking. Also, that it fills the bechina of Shabbos. The shefa of Shabbos too is lechem mishnah in Shabbos. Lechem mishnah means shefa kfula, double amount with which a person will not be lacking anything. Also, what brings the ayah from Yerushalmi. Yerushalmi, the Havdalah was there. Havdil, Bein, Sheshis Me'achol, rather the Shabbos Me'achol, rather the Yisrael Chusvos. It brings one close to the other. The Havdalah between the Yisrael Chusvos, like Havdalah between Shabbos and Sheshis Me'achol. We see that both are alike. The opinion of the shefa, both are the same. The shefa of Shabbos is shefa kfula, lechem mishnah. Shadow itself is automatically hopefully going to say this stuff to Kabbalah, that you will not be lacking this hand that you want. So this is what the Menachem brought us here now, tie in with what we brought about Eretz Yisrael, the Kedusha of Eretz Yisrael, which is also Kedusha of Shabbos, is so great that the Shem of Eretz Yisrael can complete the entire desire of a person. Baruch Hashem. And Hashem does miracles through the Bali HaPoskim. Those are Shechorach. B'chinas Ma'ifsav u'Mishpatei Fiyu. Miracles come through Mishpatei Fiyu. Those are Mishpatim Dinim Shechorach. Shayidei Mishpatei Fiyu. Sheprisik Shehi Yekach Nasa Ma'ifis. The fact that he paskins, let it be so, that this a miracle happens. Ki Machmash is Skabal about Posek, because he's accepted as about Posek, as a Baal Shechorach. The Rebbe says in Din, וכשפוסק באיסו והתר וקייסם מקבלת דעתי, נגיד הפסק הלוך על איסו והתר, other dinim, they accept his day, they accept his opinion, my king, so too, כשפוסק באיזה עניין, they give a psak at any עניין, מקבלת דעתי, ונעשה מייסם היודי, they accept his day, so all a miracle is done too. זו בחינס המייסם שמספר מהגרעינים שבזה לשכנהם. סכינו המייסם, they spoke about it, told about the גרעינים who were the former days, the גרעינים בבעלי פוסקים, who perform miracles. That's because of this inyan that Hashem does miracles through the Bali HaPoskim. Just as the Psak Halacha accepted Din, as the Psak accepted the Mala, and miracles are done through them. Baruch Hashem. Kutei Maran Tanina Tedim and Beis. Benos Abin the posek Kiri Hashem Eifecha. I am Hashem who cures you. So this posek is Omein Ken Yehiratzin. Same as the words Omein Ken Yehiratzin. I am the Mahabed in Yizeh. Different places it explained, this Inyan is explained. Arizal once told by the Chol that he had, the Chol was mentioned the fact that all the foods come only from Hashem. So it says, Kini Hashem Leifecha. Only Hashem can give a cure. The question was raised, the question was asked, is the fact that Hashem is the one that can give a cure. But who knows whether Hashem wants to give the cure? Arizal said that in this posek, where it tells that Hashem is the one that cures, it also reveals the fact that Hashem wants. Because Hashem is also Omein Ken Yehiratzin. Omein, so will be the will of Hashem to give the cure. Baruch Hashem. Though a person is being weak-hearted, many fears come upon him. Weak-hearted means he's afraid of everything, so this draws more fears upon him. One who is strong, courageous, he has no fear at all. The main courage, the main strength is in the heart. One whose heart is strong, is fearless, he's not afraid of anything. It goes right into this, the most dangerous part of the Moharan, of battle, and he wins out in this battle only because of the strength of his heart, because of his courage. So to the opposite, those are weak hearted, they're the ones that are filled with fears. Because of this is what the posek says, any person who's afraid and who's weak hearted, that person should go back from battle, he can't go into war. Because of the weak heart, he's afraid. Dr. Arizal says, this means to teach us that in the Avodas Hashem the same thing applies. That a person is not supposed to have a weak heart of fear, to be afraid, to be weak hearted when it comes to being and doing Avodas Hashem, coming close to Hashem. Because many times a person can have fear, weak heartedness because of Avodas Hashem Yodai. The Vedas that he has might give him a chalisha sadas, a chalebo, might weaken him to a point where he's afraid to go into the kesha al-Mohammed, to go into battle against the Sahara. He feels that there's no use for him, he gets to the point of yish. The person is supposed to straighten himself regardless of what he sees, regardless of how low he sees his madrega is. Still, he should have that chizuk, his name is Liboy. His heart should be so strong, he should be able to go right to the battle, and with this courage, with this emunah, to be able to defeat, to win out, to conquer in this battle against the Baltava, against the Yitzhara in this world. Remember, a person who is not the Yoreh V'Rachayim, a person who doesn't have this fear, a person who has chizuk, his name is Liboy, that person can be a conqueror and win out this Menachem Mendel Schneerson. Baruch Hashem. Emunah says, Emunah Taylor the Pesha Odom. Emunah is dependent upon the mouth of a person. The Chinas idea Emunah Sabathi. I will let know Emunah Hashem with my mouth. Emenu, meaning Nation Adabrin Emunah the Peh, that will be Atzmi Emunah. By speaking out Emunah with his mouth, and Imamin, that itself is Emunah. Become Ayadei Zeb Borim Emunah. So this too, a person can come to Emunah. Meaning that if a person feels Chashomi is fallen from Emunah, it says he should say with 10 moi, strong voice, full mouth, he should say, Imamim, Bemunah Shlemu, Badi, Yisrael, Shmoyim, Yochid, Kadman, Rishon, Yachlim, speak out the word there with his mouth strongly, by saying it alone with his mouth alone, he can reach Mamish Temudah. Machma Zed, Torah, Beizochem, Be'ayt, Midiburim, Shal Kfira, Epikursus, a person should be very careful from speaking out words of Kfira, Epikursus. Afal Pisha, Eina, Yemnam, Milibai, even though he doesn't say with his heart, he himself has like a emunah. He's not a kreiv chadashon. Like he's only repeating what he heard from other bikusim. He was like this man. He's making fun of them. So he's supposed to be very careful not to repeat those words. Because the word itself of kfira is mazik das hante emunah chadashon. Gamhu yisigomah. Also addition, it's also Isigom, it's absolutely forbidden. Kialashim is Borach, Borachu, also Lima, Divrei HaVotzes, I feel that it's like, but Hashem Chas, we don't want to say anything as any jokes, Chas Hashem, even if you don't mean it, you don't know how to say it. Kivar, Mavaya, the Svonim, Midvareina, come with Primus, the Harchik, Atzmai, the Oid, it's already been spoken about many times, to stay very far away, Bliva, Ayin, Klal, Besifrei, HaMechakim, and Philosophia. Not to look at all into these forum that the philosophers wrote. Even Sifrei Hakira philosophy, even the Gedeli Yisrael composed, even from them they got to stay very far away. Because they did damage, very much damage to Emunah. It's enough for us, our Emunah that we receive from our holy forefathers. The cloud bottle of Yisoid, the Ikad Vedas Hashem, main cloud, Yisoid, foundation, Ikad Vedas Hashem is Lihiyos, Tam V'Yosha. You go with the Pnimus on a straight path. Avay Dosi is brought up the Pnimus, Belishim, Chachmas, Achkidas cloud. To serve Hashem, the Pnimus without any Chachmas, any kind of Chachmas, outside Chachmas, Achkidas. Cloud light, none at all. Gammei Chachmas, Yesh Vedas Hashem, B'Atzmai, even Chachmas that are used, tricks that are used in the Vedas Hashem itself. You have to stay far away from it. You call Elul HaChachmas Shem HaOlam, Sheyesh L'Hanech Nosson, Maschilim K'tav HaVedas Hashem. Because all these types of Chachmas that the world uses in going into the beginning of the Vedas Hashem, ain't no Chachmas Klal. They're no Chachmas at all. They ain't like them Yenis, the Shtusim, the Bulim Gedelim. Only imaginations and foolish things that confuse. The Elul HaChachmas Ma'pilim Li'oidis Ador Vedas Hashem. These Chachmas only throw a person down on Vedas Hashem. I know the tactic where he thinks and he plans and he delves deeply in he goes into philosophical discourse whether he's in all detail, very delicate details whether is what he's doing or not, whether he should do this or he shouldn't do this. He thinks very deeply in planning with a philosophical mind about mitzvahs. A person, a human being, cannot be completely his chayv in this world. The Lord doesn't come with the argue to force a person to what he can't do. We didn't defend him, it wasn't given malachim. It was given to human beings that they can do only what they can, what's humanly possible. You say this about these people of the tactic and the machmir, tremendous chumras, more than they should. The person should live and not to die, meaning that it's not called living. Torah is made to live with, not that this should cause a person lack of life. They're always in a sad, worried frame of mind. They always imagine that they're not doing what they should do. They're not getting what the mitzvahs that they're doing. They have no life, no nachas, any chiyas, any mitzvah. Because of the diktukim in the Moharan Shchedes. Arizal himself said, now any type of chumrah. At the beginning he used to go into chumras, and he realized that this was all foolish because it misleads a person and it throws them down more than they can build them up. But Arizal said too that therefore the world, the Elam dropped the whole of diktuk. The diktuk and Ivris, they drop because to be medaktik too much is no good. The person is supposed to know, he's supposed to do with tmimus and to be yashlus, straight and pure and simple and sincere. Even after using only chachmas, even a person taking those real chachmas, even after he's acquired these chachmas, sort of a hashtag kol chachmas, he has to throw away all these chachmas. The lamed is Hashem et tmimus, to serve Hashem et tmimus with sincerity, the pshitus, kol mabelishim chachmas, the simplest manner of any chachmas at all. The biggest chachma of all the chachmas is l'tlili es chacham klal. It shouldn't be a chacham at all. There is no shade of chacham in this world. No human being calls out a chacham. There's no chacham of tuna against Hashem. Many of Hashem wants a person's heart to kavona. The kavona is pure and sincere, then that person is doing what's right. The person should only try his best. If he can do it, he can do it. If not, he should do it. Then it's not more than perfect. If it's an idea he can't help us today, so Hashem frees him from that. But the neighbor still wants only his heart. His heart is pure and his yeshia is ekavosai. Baruch Hashem. Teda Mem Hey follows immediately after Teda Mem Vav. Puteiman Antonina Teda Mem Vav. Menachem says, Mesidas Nefesh Yesh L'Kol Echad V'Yechad Mi'Yisrael B'Chol Yom V'Chol Shor. Every single Jew has Mesidas Nefesh every day and every moment of the day. Okay, for example, should I say Mamayne L'Tzedakah? He gives his money for tzedakah. Okay, Mamayne to a Nefesh. Mamayne is the Nefesh itself, the person's own soul. Ki Eva B'Unaysi Es Nafshay. As a person gives his soul, his life for the money. The posek says that a prayer when he works for money, he works with his whole life for it. And Hashem Meisa Nafshay B'Iyas Zakonis places Nefesh in struggle and in danger. Kedesh Maviyah HaMomen before he earns the money. And afterwards, Neitel HaMomen, he takes this money which he earned with so much difficulty. The next Nefesh Hashem is brought up, and he gives it for the sake of Hashem, for tzedakah. In some ways, Hashem means he's giving his Nefesh, because the money is his Nefesh. He's giving away his money now for tzedakah for the sake of Hashem. So a person has this Messiah's Nefesh continually. So also in Tefillah, he said in Menachem Mendel Schneerson, then a person gives his life also for the sake of Tefillah. I never see this Nefesh. A person has to have a very big struggle and a big battle with him. But the thoughts that confuse him. They have to have special aitzes, lonas for the man to flee, to get away from them. And then as it says, we actually died for this, for the sake of laughing through this Moharan against Machshavos. Tefillah is also Mesidas Nefesh. In case of that, in many other cases, Mesidas Nefesh person on each day. The kiruv that a person has, each one has an avodas Hashem. For example, to travel, to go to tzadikim of important mitzvahs, to each person in the life, he thinks it appears to him, his maniyas are bigger than the ones that his chaver has, the ones his friend has. It appears that he has the biggest maniyas of all. Because shilamed them, it's very difficult to overcome it. And in the day you should know, each person has maniyas only according to how much he can take. Much as he can bear and able to overcome them. And yitzeh if he wants to. Yemes ain't shum maniyah. Yemes says there is no shades of maniyah. Meniyah. The way in it's explained in a different way. Simon Kuf Tesvov, Likutey Moharan, Ben also says there, Moshe Nigash El Ha'arov, Tava Hashem Alekim. As you're very close to the Aruch, people stay from a distance because they didn't understand they can find Hashem in the Meniyah. As you came to the Aruch, to the Cheshach, to the darkness, Hashem Alekim, in this Cheshach of Moshe Meniyah, where Chasachta has been you didn't keep back Meniyah. In this Cheshach, Hashem Alekim, there in the Cheshach, in this there is hidden Hashem. So melody, there is nothing in the Meniyah because in the Meniyah itself you have there, Lubish Hashem. Meniyah, Hakadeh, Hashem, Chol HaMeniyahs. Real Meniyah, which is bigger than all other Meniyahs. Meniyah is HaMayach. Meniyah of the Mayach itself. A person's own mind is his worst enemy. That's his biggest equal. Hashem, 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 Hashem,